Yo, what's going on, y'all? 805 Just here, the real Capri Sun, Mr. Cranberry Funk. Still got all my wisdom teeth. Haven't had any pulled, and don't plan to have any pulled. Ventura, California is the town, is the place on my birth certificate. I represent the 8, the 0, the 5. Shout out to everybody up and down all along the Central Coast here in California. Anybody in the Tri-Counties, all my people in Ventura, Oxnard, Camarillo, Thousand Oaks, all my 805ers. And even if you're just touching the Pacific Ocean, shout out to everybody here on the West Coast. Let's just get right into it. The New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Now, for those of you who have been here a while, you know I'm a lifelong fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. I always will be. Laker Nation, the Lake Show, what up? Salute. However, there is a caveat. There is a caveat. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again just for clarification. My mother's side of the family is from New York. Let me remind you, my direct grandparents who live around the corner from me, my daughter's great grandparents, are directly from Staten Island, born on Staten Island. So, I've always got love for New York, and that part of the East Coast, on the desk, on my desk here in headquarters. I got Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? So, Lakers for sure, but any chance I get to, support New York, I do my best to, unless we're talking baseball or football. Baseball, football, strictly, Dodgers and strictly LA Chargers. So don't get that twisted. But basketball, especially because the Lakers always don't make it this far, I got to root for the Knicks. So, man, shout out to the Knicks. They really, this may be an exaggeration. They should win every game this series. Like, that's how I feel about the level that they've been playing at this season, and even the level of talent and hustle they play with. I don't think Indiana should be able to hang with them at all. Like I said, I think I said this before. You shut down Halliburton. You take him out of the game. You lock him down. There shouldn't be any other options on the team that can take over. Now, they have other good players, you know what I'm saying? They do got Turner, you know what I'm saying? They do got Pascal Siakam. But as far as being a consistent weapon, a consistent offensive threat, that's usually Halliburton. That's usually Tyrese Halliburton. And if you shut him down, they don't got a leg or two legs to stand on. And in my opinion, the New York Knicks have way more valuable and impressive weapons, especially on offense. If we're talking and comparing them to the Indiana Pacers, you got Brunson at the 1. You got Josh Hart, former Laker, of course. You got Cat, a.k.a. the Bodega Cat, you know what I'm saying, who they got from Minnesota. Who else? You got OG Anunoby, who they got from Toronto, former Raptor. They got pieces. They got a great bench. They got Cameron Payne coming off the bench. They got pieces. And I think the Knicks, they have a bad habit. The Lakers do the same thing too. The Knicks got a bad habit of, they get down early in games. They'll be down 15 points, 20 points, sometimes more than that, and they got to dig themselves out of that hole. So that's a bad habit they have, but they usually end up digging themselves out of the hole and, end up winning the game. And they got, someone like Jalen Brunson, who's extremely clutch, that they can lean on and depend on. And then, of course, they got guys like Josh Hart, who can defend anywhere on the court. And, they play both ways. So I will say in the Eastern Conference Finals, I am rooting for the Knicks. I know in the Western Conference Finals, I said I'm not rooting for anybody, and I'm not. I still would like to see Minnesota make it to the NBA Finals, only because I feel like if OKC makes it, it's going to make for a boring NBA Finals, and I don't want another boring NBA Finals. I want entertainment. I want dunks, blocks, trash talk, all that good stuff. So I would love to see Minnesota and the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals this season. So we'll see if that happens. But either way, Knicks off, to an okay start. You know what I'm saying, to a pretty good start, and I'm optimistic, and I hope that they can just keep any and all momentum, and that it'll push them to beat the Indiana Pacers and head to the NBA Finals for the first time since the late '90s, something like that. It's been a minute. It's been a while. So yeah, I am rooting for the New York Knicks. I'm still, Lakers, still my squad. Don't get it twisted. But I do want to see the New York Knicks have a successful season and make it back to the finals. I love the Knicks fan base. I feel like they have a very loyal and energetic fan base, kind of like the Lakers. You see them out there outside of MSG, Madison Square Garden, after every win. And even after a loss, even after a L, Knicks fans are still very optimistic, and they lean on their team and root for them, with all their heart. And I think that's awesome. That's dope. So we'll see what happens. But either way, like I said, I'm rooting for the Knicks, and I want to see them get to the finals, and we'll see if they even win the finals if they're able to make it. But they have the potential, and they just got to keep doing all the good things that work for them. And like I said, once you shut down the facilitator, the person that gets the ball to everybody, the person that's going to make the shots needed, that makes everybody else's job a lot easier, because now all you got to do is score and play all right defense on everybody else. So hopefully the Knicks can continue to do that. I appreciate y'all as always. Shout out to everybody that is subscribed to the channel. I appreciate y'all the most, because I know you get notifications every time I upload a video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, it's all good. No worries. I will be here. It's no pressure. We have a good time, good, clean fun. You know what I'm saying? And either way, I appreciate y'all. So we'll be back most likely tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and covering more NBA playoffs and WNBA season, Dodgers, all that good stuff. All right? Peace, y'all. Peace.
The gigantic going out of business sale at Circuit City has reached the final days. Get total liquidation prices on absolutely everything, like 25% off notebook and desktop computers. Take a whopping 30% off all plasma TVs, digital camcorders, and digital cameras, including SLR. Save 40% on CDs and DVDs, software, phones, faxes, shredders, and more. Get 50% off all furniture, phone accessories, and select mobile audio. Don't wait until it's over. Shop now during the final days of the Circuit City going out of business sale.